Okay, welcome back to Matt Stein Golf. This is M Stein Golf right here, and today we're working on creating some different shots. So, in the game of golf, we've always got to, work on, the swing in some kind of repetition, but it's also important to learn how to create some different shots and understand how to do that. So today we're working on these low driving, flighted kind of wedge shots. So a couple things we want to do in our setup. So if you look up here in our balance at address, 61% on the left in pressure and only 39 on the right side. So I've got a considerable amount of pressure into the ground on my lead leg to start the golf swing. My stance width is a little bit more narrow because it's not going to be a full swing. So this is definitely more narrow than I usually hit a full shot. And this is with a pitching wedge right here. So as we get set up, you can see that's the shaft angle represented by the green line. The line drawn from the ball through the elbow is kind of the plane of the golf swing we're looking at. So as we get into the takeaway here, we'll start to see a little bit of that pressure start to shift right away. So we start with more weight on that front, or more pressure on that front leg, and then as we start to transition, we start to load a little bit of pressure. But you can see how this ball right here in the pressure mapping isn't moving very much in the backswing. We're still getting a lot of rotation and getting the hands and the club to work up the plane, which shallows out the strike and the angle of attack. And then as we start to go into the downswing, so now at the top right here, it's a shorter arm swing, and we're only loading about 60% pressure into that right side. But you can still see how I've turned my hips enough and I've created some depth where I'm turning inside this back line right here with my hip. So that's a good centered pivot. That's going to allow me to stay on top of the ball and allow my arms to swing from the inside and club to attack the ball. So the first thing I want to do as we start the downswing here is you're going to see that pressure shift start from, you'll just pay attention to this right here. As we start down, you'll see that pressure start to jump right into that lead leg pretty quickly. So that lead leg, now we're at 65, where the arms are parallel to the ground again. Okay, so most of that weight is already into that left side before the hands and arms start swinging down. Now as I keep driving that pressure, now I've got 96% in that left side, and now what I want to do is start to push into the ground so I can straighten the leg, that lead leg, and also increase the rotation of my turn through the ball, with the club coming right from the inside on plane right into the back of the ball. Now I've created these nice impact alignments with the lead arm and the club shaft working in synchronization together. And my normal pitching wedge loft is about 47, and you can see how the launch angle right here has already come out at a considerable amount lower than that loft. That's because that pressure is shifting into the left side. I'm maintaining those hands and the loft of the club to be de-lofted with the strike. And you can see the launch angle, launch direction was only 1.3 degrees to the right, and that ball speed went off of about 84 miles per hour. And my normal pitching wedge goes a lot further than this, but this is your shorter abbreviated type motion where I'm going to cut the finish off right here and finish about rib cage high or chest high with the hands. And that's a nice controlled shot for me. So hope this helps you just kind of create some different shots. This is great for attacking those back pins, so you can drive it in there a little lower and take a little bit of the spin off some of these shots, where you can actually get it to kind of softly, it'll check, but it'll also softly kind of release where it won't spin back too much. So for your high spin players, learning how to create these wedge shots right here and some different distances that you carry the ball with would be a benefit to your game. Hope this helps, and if you have any questions, please contact me at msteingolf.com, and we'll see you next time.